Yo, yo, leg day, take two. Yes, yesterday the gym was closed. We were grinding too late. The gym was closed. So today we're going in, hitting legs. Hope you guys had a great time over the holidays. Got some good gifts, spent some time with family. We were locked in. We were locked in, and we're gonna be locked in for the next 37 days. Yes, for the next 37 days, that is how much time we have left to try and break the record. Get this company to $1 million in revenue. And you might be thinking, Will, how close are you to this $1 million in revenue? You've got 37 days to make $1 million bucks. You must be kind of close. Are you at like 800K, 500, maybe 300? You have 700K left. Actually, no, none of the above. None of the above. Right now, we are at $0. We're currently at zero, and we've got $1 million to go. We're at zero, and we have $1 million to go. So at that point, you're probably thinking, well, Will, you're almost 25 days in at this point. A little bit less. 23 days in. But is your product good? At least how good's your product? Well, that's the thing. We haven't actually finished our product yet. So we have $0 in revenue, and we have not finished our product. And we are almost 25 days in. We're almost halfway through, virtually, a bit over a third of the way. And if you look at it just at a high level, the deck seems to be stacked against us. It seems like there's a very low chance of us making this happen. But here's the thing. We have some stuff on our side. We have got a new niche that we're about to launch into. And the scope of the product that we have remaining to actually launch, I think we're gonna be able to get done within a week. And we've just started, a couple days ago, we started doing outreach for some pilots. We already got one response for a call, and we're gonna be selling these packages for about 25 a pop. So for us to reach the goal, not 25K, not $25. If it was $25, there would be zero chance. But 25K a pop, it means that if we can close 25 of these things, then I think we got this. And the thing is we're not gonna know until we start having these conversations. But we have done a lot of simulated interviews with the different ICPs. We're building differentiated infrastructure. People are responding. So we're at a point now where we just gotta sell. Gonna be talking to exchanges, talking to infrastructure providers. There's a whole industry where these companies, they work and provide infrastructure for these larger exchanges. So we're going to see if we can line up some partnerships there so we can get distribution into those partners' ecosystems and networks. And that's our game plan. That is the game plan. I think we're gonna find out very quickly once we start having these conversations how feasible this game plan is. Because initially we were starting full like retail B2C. We realized that we weren't gonna get to $1 million in revenue fast enough if we did that. And there were regulatory challenges if we did the US. We pivoted, going international. We realized that definitely wasn't gonna be enough. So then we realized that we had to go for infrastructure play and partnerships. So That's what's on the table now. And if we nail product market fit on the first go, then it's actually, then I think we can do it. If we don't nail product market fit, then it's going to be very hard. But after this leg day, we're gonna get back in front of the computer, hop back on stream, and then get to work building this thing out. All right, guys, we're almost at the gym. I'll be able to check the chat once we get to the bike. How we doing, Bane? Okay. Yes, we did not hit the gym the past few days, so this is needed. After you. Yep. How's it going? All right. All right. All right, guys, we are locked and loaded. Okay, so yeah, on the walk over here, gave you guys the full game plan for how we plan to actually get this done. It's crazy how fast time is moving with the challenge. We're just under 25 days in, and in reality, I thought when we kicked it off that we would have a product that we'd be able to sell by this point. But as we're building, we realized that it's a much more difficult product to build than we had initially anticipated. And I think that this is one of the big misconceptions about like vibe coding versus actually building a sustainable product. It becomes very real when you're dealing with, let's say, like these crypto rails and real payments infrastructure, and especially what we're building, which is like places where these exchanges, they service like millions of customers, you know? So if you're gonna ship something to an exchange, they have a responsibility to do good technical diligence, make sure that it works, and we obviously can't show up with some random vibe-coded product. So the way that we have been constructing this and building it has been how a top-level CTO would do it, and along the lines how like a top Solana engineer would need to do this and ship it. And so when I was actually doing some research online, or particularly like chatting with ChatGPT, trying to figure out, you know, how long would it take an entire team to build something like this? And the minimum core team that it's recommending was having someone who's a specialist in UI, user interface, UI, UX designer, a full stack engineer, and then the big one is if you can get a really good Solana, Anchor, Rust engineer. And at the end of the day, we have a way and have found a way to build this, but it's taking a lot longer than I had expected when we set out. But assuming that we can get this done, we're putting ourselves on the clock because we just started reaching out to the exchange partners, the pilot customers, and we need to have the product done by the time we're actually having those conversations with them. So, thinking that we're gonna have a quick gym sesh. I'm gonna hit just a little bit of cardio to warm up, and we're gonna go hit some legs.
John Reed Radio. Songs may contain bad words, like really bad.
I can almost feel the fact that we've just been sitting for the past few days. You know, I'm gonna look it up right now. So the one thing that this hinges on realistically is if those conversations with the exchanges and the exchange partners, if they like what we have, they like what we've built. And so the way that we've gone about doing this is we ran a lot of customer interviews, but because we were really time constrained, it would have taken way too much time to run all the customer interviews we need to nail product market fit in such a short period of time. So what we did was we ran simulated interviews to get the insights, and then we baked those insights into the product roadmap. Now this could either have been a really good decision or a really bad decision, because we could have also invested that time to get the initial conversations going and then built, but realistically, that's just not enough time. So now we're reaching out, and the people that come in, we're at least gonna have something that resembles what we believe is gonna have product market fit. Once we start having those conversations, we're gonna implement the feedback if we hear anything different and iterate and sell. It's the game plan. But to that point right now, one of the things I was doing was I was diving into research, trying to think, okay, what are all the important things we need to understand to close these pilot deals? And it's like when you're selling anything, it's like understanding, okay, why would they buy it? And deeper than that, you know, what is their business model? What is their industry? How do they solve the problem that we're solving today without us? What are their hair on fire moments? What are the incentive structures with each person in the organization that we need to become a champion for us? Because think about it, you're dealing with business development, you're dealing with the executive team, you're dealing with compliance, you're dealing with product. It's like those 4 areas all need to have a buy-in to a certain extent. And so when we're doing the customer interviews, we were figuring out, okay, what are the incentives for each of those groups? Who are the decision makers that actually have control of the budget? Who's involved with implementation? And how are we gonna run that process? And I've got a decent understanding of all of those things, but I think that my answers on those could be a lot sharper. So that's another thing that later today while we're in the lab, while we're coding, I think we got to look up some of those questions and answers and make sure that we're on point there. But that's the biggest part of our go-to-market. It's like, yeah, I'm doing the sales-led direct outreach, but the only way, there's no way that I'm going to be able to do a sales-led approach and close 25 deals in the next month if I need to go and I need to talk to every single internal stakeholder. Really think about that. If I had to go and individually talk to or continue to have buy-in and explain what we do to every person on the BD, compliance, exec, and product side for every one of those 25 pilots, there's no way. There's literally no way. Maybe there's a way, but very, very unlikely. Now, if the product itself could self-verify, be that product-led self-verification for each of them. So I'm not needed in the loop for people to get buy-in, and they can get buy-in on their own by just going to a link or playing with the product, then that makes it much more scalable and we can grow much faster. And so the way that I'm intentionally designing this initial product MVP, you can call it, designing the MVP and the current roadmap, scope, all of that, it's directly around how to get people to make their own decisions and get buy-in based on their views on the product, the problem, etc. And so what I'm going to be working on later today and coding up is building the logic for these verification proof packs. So at its core, what our product's going to do is it's going to make it it's going to reduce risk, exposure, and improve visibility into what's happening at these different exchanges. It's like if you're at an exchange, what would you do if someone suddenly reaches out and they said, we need an audit or we need to see information about what's going on at your exchange, make sure everything's working properly. That'd be a big lift, time and energy for any of these companies. Cost them a lot of money, be a big distraction. Simultaneously, they're probably limited in many ways from being able to go and expand or launch more markets just because of the compliance aspects. So rather than you, as if you were one of these companies, rather than you needing to spend a ton of money, and most importantly, a lot of time to be able to have something like this, we're like a plug and play, and you can launch markets very, very easily. The time saves you a year of time, at least, saves you hundreds of thousands on the development side if you were to try and do it internally. And it also helps build proof and trust with your customer and user base. It helps you with customer acquisition. And in reality, 25K is a drop in the bucket for a lot of these companies. I mean, for these exchanges, they're dealing with much bigger fish, bigger problems, and bigger budgets. So I think so long as our product in and of itself can show what it does, make it easy to share the links and get buy-in from the different stakeholders that we need buy-in from, I think that'll be the key for us growing. Long ramble, but right now, if you look at it from the outside, it looks like we're fucked because we are very limited on time and the product's not done and we don't have revenue from it yet. But we're gonna get the product done soon, and then we're gonna get it to start to spread. And then we're gonna run the sales. I'm gonna be like an SDR, BDR, and closer. All right. We're gonna have a shorter bike session today. I think we'll stop at 15 minutes. In like 2 minutes we'll go. And we'll just get right into legs. So this morning, I had an awesome call with Joaquin. You guys know Joaquin, the legend. And he's been pulling together a lot of the footage and everything, kind of documenting the run that we're going on, which adds extra pressure. It's like we put out a big goal. It would not be good if we completely missed it. So that's why I'm really itching to start getting these deals closed. Like if we set a goal for 1 million in 60 days and we didn't even get the product built in 60 days, that would be awful. So but yeah, he's putting together some awesome episodes. And so if the streams are kind of long, you can check out the video series he's making. I think he just put out the first 2 episodes. The other reason why I'm super focused on getting this product done is once this product is done and we are in conversations with these pilot customers, at that point, it'll be, not easy is the wrong word, but I would say the time needed on our end to go and raise capital is gonna be much less. Like it'll be less of a pushing to try and get a term sheet or capital close. And it'll be more like, hey, this thing's taken off. Are you guys gonna sit on the sidelines? Or are you gonna come in and be part of one of the fastest growing companies in the world? And that narrative right now, I think, is not complete yet because we haven't even hit these milestones. But once we hit these milestones and we get the first pilot closed, at that point, you're gonna see a lot more interest from the investment community. All right. I'm gonna go hit some legs. All right. All right. This is gonna be the first time, I think, in my entire life that I've ever started with hip thrust as the workout, but everything else is taken, and you know, this is a good, almost feels like a compound movement. So we're gonna start with this. All right, we're gonna load it up now.
All the way down.
Do you mind if I grab too? All right, thanks. All right.
Life's too short for boring gyms. John Reed.
Okay. All right, we'll see how this feels. 5. I think last time we did this, can't remember if we did 6. I think we did 6 or 7, but we'll try this. Depending on how it feels, we might go up on the next one. The one thing is that this thing fucking digs into your waist here. So I'm gonna keep my sweatshirt on for all these. All right. I think this is all that it'll fit. Kind of like starting with this. I feel like, so we're in a routine where every single time we've been starting with squats. I think that whatever you start with, you're gonna just get a lot better at. And so we're definitely squat dominant. Like even in our, you can even see it in our legs. It's a lot, we're much stronger on the quads than hamstrings and glutes. So I think it's good. Maybe we'll start actually starting with this. We're kind of lucky that everything was taken because we discovered that we should probably start with something other than squats every time. I'm thinking for today, we'll keep we'll see how we feel after this, but you almost feel drained. Like it's great getting a good workout in and, you know, making gains, but the gym is not our top focus at the moment. Like we have another focus, so we can't go so hard that we burn ourselves out and we're not able to lock in later on the stream. So I think we're gonna hit this, maybe hit a little bit of squat, go upstairs, hit some hamstrings, maybe hit Romanian deadlifts for hamstrings, we'll see. But I think that'll be the workout. I think that's the game plan. All right, here we go. I feel like on this one, like normally, like on pretty much every exercise, you take in a deep breath and hold your core. But on this one, I don't know why, like I'm afraid to let the air out because when you hold it in, it helps you keep everything tighter, more stable. And with this, I just hold my breath the entire time. So by the end, I get like lightheaded. Oh boy. Dude, this is good. I'm liking this. I think I'm gonna start hitting this first in the next couple leg days. Yeah, because normally we're hitting this after, like at earliest, we're hitting this after squatting. But I feel like starting with it, you can really, at least for me, I'm really feeling it in the glutes and hamstrings. All right. I think we've been doing 8. I'm gonna try and do 8 again. I'm doing it a little bit, but I like at the peak, kind of like really squeezing. You can't really hold it at the peak very much with this much weight, but like holding it as much as I can and squeezing at the peak, that, like I feel it a lot when I do that. Like in a good way. In a good way. All right. Here we go.
Feel the gravity. Moving to a new reality. Open up your mind.
Okay.
You will send your thoughts throughout time.
Yeah, I think we're good on this. We can go hit some squats.
Are you done with the hip thrust?
Yeah, we'll switch it up. Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So we'll see how we feel on the squats. I'm thinking we'll probably go up to around 3 plates. Okay. Puerto Rican Ashley, what's up? How are we doing? We're hitting some legs. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're hitting some squats. And then we're gonna go hit some hamstrings. Oh yeah. All right. Absolutely. She loves it when I hit squats. All right. You got to do yours. You got to hit your leg day.
Life's too short for boring gyms. John
Yeah,
Reed.
we changed it up today. We started with the bike like we normally do, but then we did the hip thrusts before just because all of these were taken, which kind of like. Might start doing that. Yeah, and then for this, we're climbing up. Probably gonna go up to 3 plates. They're on point, I will say. I can't lie. They are on point. After the hip thrusts. You gotta see. Well, you know what? If you gotta see, there might be, you can check out Instagram. It's the same username on Instagram. All right. In the mirror. All right, maybe at the end of the workout. All right, here we go. This will be our last climbing set here. We're gonna hit the. All right.